Hello and welcome back. It's Katrine with Blend Precisely. This lesson is going to be about creating a regular, normal aromatherapy formula. And it's going to be with drops and milliliters and grams and everything mixed as we basically learned it in most of the aromatherapy schools. I'm personally working a lot with grams, but for the purpose of showing you how a combination of different measurement units work, I will be using a regular formulation. Okay, so what I'm going to do here right now, I normally in my petal and stem preferences, I've got cosmetic mode already checked, and I'm going to take this one off. I'm also going to take this one off, and I'm also going to take my ingredients, show only my ingredients off. My preference is going to be just drops right now, and then I'm also going to put grams as a second one and then milliliters as a third unit. We're going to do US dollars today, and I'm going to go ahead and click save. What that basically means is that I can see all ingredients Blend Precisely has to offer. Now let's just get started by simply adding the ingredients. And I'm going to start with the essential oils right now. So what I do normally is, like, for example, we're gonna do a muscle relaxing butter here. So I'm going to add first the ingredients for the blend we are creating today, and I'm going to use angustifolia, and then I'm gonna add sweet orange. I love the smell of sweet orange. So let's see that this one comes up. So what you can do here is you can either use sweet orange, and obviously I've got orange in here. So, oops. You can type in orange here, for example, and then orange sweet is coming up because we have different types of orange. You will see orange, 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 and then comma, sweet, blood, or bitter. So I'm going to choose sweet orange here. I'm just going to show you in between a little bit of a different way on how to do the ingredients, on how to add the ingredients as well. But let me just finish with the essential oils right now. And here, for example, you can also use the hamburger if you want to choose through the hamburger. And I can put in, I want to add jojoba. I'm going to show you quickly how this would work. So you type in jojoba, then you either click search or hit enter. And then you can see this one here is available from Blend Precisely, the pre-populated one, but I also have my own one available. For today, I'm going to use the Blend Precisely one, and I click OK. So you have two different ways on adding your ingredients. And then I will also add combo butter. Let's do this. It's a little bit of a longer recipe. And then I will add a little bit of beeswax. And this one is a typical recipe that's being taught in school, and it has all kinds of different measurement units, and that's why I'm using it. So I would like to add 12 drops of vetiver, 14 drops of lavender, and you can see the price changing here already on the side. You also have two different information icons here, and that is directly related to the safety information over here on the right hand side. But I will get to this in a different video. Just wanted to show you quickly. Then you have sweet orange with 14 drops. And then I'm adding 20 drops of citronella. We will be adding 60 milliliters. And here are my preferences. You can see drops, grams, and milliliters. It comes up on the top. And then we will also be adding combo butter, but only 56 grams. And then let's add 14 grams of beeswax. Here we go. So our current recipe is 132 grams, and it's scaled. This one is 100% the recipe as I would want it, and I need to save the recipe before I'm scaling it into different batch sizes, but I can do this down here. Then I'm going to add a few Let's see, we have around 132 grams. So I can actually put this one, for example, into a PET container. And I can choose my PET container by just either typing in or searching for it. Let's see what is available. So this one is a little bit too big. I would need to add another container to basically fit the 132 grams. But let's do it this way right now, just for the sake of saving some time. So normally I would add a container which would actually fit the size of my formulation, or divide it up in a couple of smaller containers. Okay, so I've got my pad and lid container here, and then I can see I've got a dilution ratio of 1.54%. You can think it's for therapeutic use. Obviously, you could go up or down in your percentage. You can also go here to more statistics and look at the statistics over here. So we've got the blend percentages here, meaning you have everything weighed out. So you can directly weigh it at a different time. So if you want to, for example, do a sample recipe or a sample formulation blend, you can afterwards say, okay, I'd like to replicate it, but now I need the grams. So you can come here and work with the formulation and grams directly, or percentages. Then you have the blend parts mentioned here. And this makes a really nice write up for your customers. You can talk a little bit about the blend notes, that it's actually maybe heavy on the top to middle note because of the orange in here, but you also have a little bit of a base note because of the vetiver. Plant families, and then also the chakras. So this one you can print or close again. And then let's look at the product over here. Currently and by default, it is marked at 3. So what that means, if you were to put it down to 1, then you will just have the costs basically of your formulation here on the left-hand side, plus the packaging you're adding here. So the packaging is 78 cents. And then the formulation itself, this one here, is $22.56. Now, always remember the prices you find in Blend Precisely are the retail prices. So these are not my own prices I get as an aromatherapist. And probably if you buy or purchase any oils, you might have a special price too. That's why I always suggest to put in your own oils. In this case here, you will find the formulation price at $22.56, packaging 78 cents. Together, we find the blend to cost $23.34. So if you would want to sell this blend right now, you probably want to put up a profit margin or a markup of 3, and this one would result in $70. I know that's expensive, and I know you're probably not going to do it because you're going to sell a smaller amount of it. I'm just saying you can play around with the prices, adding your own prices as well, and then obviously playing around with the drops and or the ingredient sizes as well. So this one is basically creating just a simple recipe. I'm going to go into any other details a little bit later, but on the right hand side quickly you will see the safety information as well. So you can see that vetiver is a suggested topical max of 15%. In more statistics, you can see that vetiver here is currently at 0.3%, so it's completely in the safe zone. And also citronella has a topical max of 18.2%, and citronella is extremely safe here with 0.51%. So we are definitely good in the arena of safety information. You obviously want to check if your client has any drugs that aren't metabolized by the CYP2B6 receptor. So that's important to know. And the other few ones we're going to go into in detail in a moment. So let's keep it at this. It's very simple. Enter your very first formulation. Oh, save it. Obviously, here we go. Let's save it. You come up on top here. You put in your name, and let's call it muscle relaxing formulation. 135 grams, for example, and click the little check mark. And here you go, it's saved. It comes up here. You can change the name if you click Save As over here. And you can also obviously delete it and print it and clear it. Here we go. Okay, I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.